Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? Let me just adjust my camera here a little bit. There we go. It is a curved TV, just so you know. All right, you can tell just by reading the title of this video. You can tell, not the title that you're seeing there. I know it's Jimmy Mangold. It's the writer director. What I'm talking about, it's the title of my video where I want to show you a couple of things that. How about an accolades that this TV gives you? Everyone seems to be so stuck up with the peak brightness. All of these LED haters seems to be so stuck up far up their ass with the yeah, it's gonna be a raw video, just like this movie is raw. It's gonna be raw. All these fucking fanboys seems to be so stuck up far up their ass with this whole peak brightness bullshit. They all act as if they live in the big giant mansions that are about 10,000 square feet, with lit up with the bright LED lights all over the goddamn house. All right, and they need that peak brightness like they need insulin. Okay, this will be a raw video. I don't give a damn if you like it or not. You guys need to be fucking called out. No more fucking mercy. No more fucking being nice. I'm gonna call you guys out. I'm gonna fucking block you. End of fucking story. End of story. I'm tired of you assholes. Here we go. Let's talk about the LG for a minute. We'll get to the whole point of why you're seeing this screen and why you're seeing this scene and why you're seeing these black bars on top to bottom. We'll get to that point. But first I want to say one thing. All of you have been so stuck up on this whole peak brightness that you never seem to acknowledge the accolades that this TV gives for its price and what it can do. Now that you seem to talk about the 3D effect and the ability that I can right now watch this movie in a 3D if I feel like it. All I have to do is press 3D, and there it is. Put on my 3D glasses, and I get to watch the Logan in 3D. I get to watch this movie in 3D. There it is. I just put the 3D effect. All I have to do is put my glasses on. I get to watch this movie in 3D. You can't do that on your A1 $4,000 TV. You can't do that on your Z90, on your flat LED TV. Can't do that, okay? Number two, let's talk about the other accolades. No one seems to talk about this remote and this magic remote that the LG put the effort to make it easier for you to navigate. No one seems to talk about that. You know what Sony gives you? Here's what Sony gives you. This is what you get. Sony versus the LG Magic Remote. That's called putting an effort to give a shit, to care about the customer and what they put their hard-earned cash effort to buy this TV. So I'm just mentioning the stuff you guys ignored. So you ignored the 3D. You ignored this Magic Remote control and how easy it is to go, and the user interface. You totally ignored how easy it is to go ahead and go and browse and go anywhere you want to go. Use the voice to search. If you want to search something, you can use the voice and search it too. You guys forgot about that as well. So if I want to go web browse a little bit for a minute, I can do that. Just click on one of these. I click on IMDb really quick, and there it is. I can check something. I can check the status of certain things or whatever. I go back to my movie where I was left off. There it is. It's gonna go back in there any minute now. And there I am, back on the movie where I left off. And if I want to go ahead, I can still go ahead and use this remote and check certain things out. Let's talk about some more accolades. Let's get to the one accolade that you guys seem to be forgetting. But let's do it on a different scene. Let's go ahead and let's switch to a different scene. Well, let's look at this scene, for example. Here you see these bars, top to bottom. You see these black bars. These are the ratio bars that the movie was filmed on. Now, some of you might have issue with this. Some of you might want to go ahead and turn this off. Maybe you don't like this. Maybe you like to watch movies zoomed into your entire screen. Who knows? Maybe you have a projector and you would like to have this movie fit into your projector. No problem. This is what you got to do. Go to the settings. Click right here. and you go to the general. Go to the general right here, and then from here you will see right at the bottom where the says picture mode settings, HDR bright user. You will see the aspect ratio. Now currently what you have, it's the fixed 16:9 ratio. This is a standard for all the TVs, and that's what you're getting. But you know, some of these movies, they're filmed in different ratios, and you know, some of them use the different types of camera and different types of film millimeter. So what we're gonna do is we can change the ratio. All you have to do is just click on the ratio, and then you can choose 16:9. You can choose original. You can choose 4:3, or you can choose vertical zoom. But I prefer that you use all directional zoom. All directional zoom will let this movie be zoomed in and, you know, to the entire screen. And here, I'm going to play this scene really quick. Let me exit. I'm going to play this scene really quick so you guys can see it. I'm going to just mute this because I don't want to get flagged. Let me just mute this, put the mute on, and then we'll just play this for a little bit. And now it's fit to the entire screen. See, the entire movie now, it's fit to the entire screen. You can't do this on the other TVs. So none of you seems to mention these accolades. All of you seem to be stuck up on this peak brightness. This TV has a good peak brightness for an OLED. It has about 700, close to 800, depending on the movie, depending on the content. You can reach up to 800. And that's pretty darn good for a OLED TV. But none of you seem to talk about all of these different accolades that this TV has. The user interface, the 3D, the ability to remove these bars and make your movie full screen. And also the ability, like I just mentioned earlier, to watch this. Now I can watch this in full screen 3D. Here. Now I get to watch this in full screen 3D. Now I have many different options. I have option to watch this on HDR. I have options to watch this on full screen. And I have options to watch this in 3D now. On top of the noir, I can watch the noir in 3D full screen as well. This is the options you get with this TV. Plus it's curved, which also helps the 3D effect as well. You know, but none of you seem to talk about all these accolades. None of you. And not to mention the fact it supports Dolby Vision. It supports both formats. And it's organic light emitting diode. You know, it has the deepest dark levels. So all of you are so stuck up on this peak brightness that you totally erased, totally ignored, like some kind of jackasses, totally ignored all of these features that this TV has. How is that fair? How would I be a fair? Okay, let me use an example. The guy from the guy from HD TV Tests. I have no issues with the guy. His name is Vincent. He's a professional calibrator. All he does, it talks about the measurement of the luminance, the measurement of the brightness, and other different features in terms of wide color gamut. So he talks about technical stuff, but he doesn't talk about full in-depth review of the features that TV has. He's all about technical aspects of the panel, but he doesn't talk about the features that TV has. All of these features I just mentioned that you've seen here, Sony doesn't have it. Samsung doesn't have it. Vizio doesn't have it. So Panasonic, they might have some 3D, I don't know, but they're like really hard to find, man. But this is the only TV that's doing it, and for a reasonable price. But the price that I paid, only $1,600 from the original tag. So that's what this video is really about. Let me just show you a little bit more. Let's just play this scene. Here it is. I'm watching this in 3D now. The reason it's so blurry because the 3D effect on this movie, it's really, the 3D effect on this TV, it's really good. And I can use this 3D effect on anything. And I did contact LG, and LG told me the reason they made this curved, the reason they went with the curve, It's because of the 3D effect to give you more depth of 3D effect. You guys never seem to mention why they made that curve only on this version. And why is it only this version that's using that 3D curve? None of you seem to do that research. None of you seem to acknowledge that. See, this is the issue. And this is where I have to call you out being a fanboy. I have to call you out being an agendist. You have an agenda. You have propaganda. All your flat LED propaganda shit. It's no different than Crap Gamer and his agenda going against Sony PlayStation. I have to call it out the way I see it. And I don't give a damn if you like it or not. All right? And another thing, don't bother writing me some bullshit on my comment section. Like, hey, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that. If you write some stuff like that, it's going to earn you one thing only. You're not going to get any response from me. Block removed forever. I can do that all day long. I can do that every day, every second. I can do it while I'm lifting my weights and block you. I'm not going to give you any goddamn response. So go ahead, type the kind of shit you want to type. But just remember, you're not going to see any response from me. I only respond to people who have some brains and are fair, okay? And are being unbiased and have some smart, logical thing to say. Fair, unbiased thing to say. If you come to me with some biased shit, block removed. I can do it while I'm taking a shower. Yes, I have a phone that I can even take a shower with it, and I can block you. So there you go. Now I can turn this 3D effect if I like. I can turn it off. There it is. It's turned off. Now I can watch it in my HDR mode, the way it should be. And there it is, the full screen. Let's go to a next scene really quick. Just really quick. All right, there it is. It's in full screen. There, it's in full screen. You get to watch this. If you have a 65-inch, if you have a projector, if you have a big giant TV, you get to watch this in a full screen. The way it should be. So there you have it. There. You get to do that on this. Only on this TV. Only on LG models. You get to do that. If you don't have an LG TV, guess what? You can't do it. That's just a fact. Those are the facts that you guys, all you LED fanboys, seem to forget to acknowledge. You're so stuck up on that peak brightness. It is laughable. And you know what's also laughable? When you start judging the picture quality and what I am doing on calibration on my custom picture settings, what's so laughable, you trying to judge the picture based on that video. I'm not filming it to show you this is how it looks. I'm filming it to tell you what type of step-by-step custom settings to use. And I tell you perfectly, I tell you in the video, write those settings down. I clearly said this. Didn't I say this? But I guess for you haters, you totally ignore that. I clearly said, write these custom settings down. Didn't I say that? Didn't I explain everything here? And I'm not going to waste my time trying to show you this again. Go back to my previous video and fucking write it down and then put it and use it if you like. All right? I have to call you assholes out because you deserve to be called. You deserve exactly what's coming to you because you're a bunch of dicks and you're a bunch of fanboys. And you're always going to be that. Your entire fucking life you're going to be that because that's exactly what you are. That's the bottom line. And if you don't like this, if you don't like this video, you know what to do. Actually, I'll do it for you. I'll block you forever and for eternity. And I don't give a shit who you are. Another thing I want to say, I don't care who you are, where you come from. I don't give a damn. I'm independent. You don't like it, move the fuck on. That's simple. Thank you for watching.